Welcome back everybody to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to be talking about a very questionable invention that recently came out by apparently world-renowned researchers, right? They put their heads together, their massive brains, and they came up with some contraption, which in my opinion is just kind of like a death device, but we'll talk about that in a second. So let's just do a little audience exercise here, right? So when you guys think of like solutions to fight obesity or being fat, so you think, okay, maybe a healthier diet, more exercise, encourage people to live more actively, I don't know, play Pokemon Go, something like that. There's a bunch of solutions you can have. But have you ever thought of the much more easy and efficient solution, like wiring people's jaw shut? I mean, that doesn't sound psychopathic or crazy at all. In fact, thank you so much, I will take 4. So here we have the bright minds of Otago, whatever this is, University of Otago, I'm gonna call damn it, I don't know what to call it. I think I'll call it look crazy. Okay, so essentially UK researchers have developed a world first weight loss device to fight the global obesity epidemic, an intraoral device that restricts a person to a liquid diet. Ah yes, the solution to stop obesity, make people eat food through a tube. I mean, they're not handicapped, okay, come on. And here we have just a fantastic image of the device. I mean, I want that in my mouth right now. Don't take that out of damn it! I've messed my I've screwed myself over again. But yeah, dude, just being honest, you're not putting that in my mouth. I don't care if I'm 500 pounds. No way, dude. To clarify, the intention of the device is not intended as a quick or long-term weight loss tool. Rather, it is aimed to assist people who need to undergo surgery and who cannot have the surgery until they have lost weight. Okay, I'm pretty sure the second tweet is just damage control and changing the meaning of it, because the first tweet was pretty evident: to fight the global obesity epidemic. You mentioned nothing about surgery or anything at all, and even in that case, it's really weird. After 2 or 3 weeks, they can have the magnets disengaged and device removed. They could then have a period with a less restricted diet and then go back into treatment. This would allow for a phased approach to weight loss, supported by advice from a dietitian. I don't know how demented you have to be to skip past, I don't know, like exercise and go to magnets in your mouth. Just clamping your mouth down shut, dude. Ugh. So we'll take a look at the article and go more in depth into what this actually is. But first, let's just look at some of the responses we have on Twitter, just to the tweets, you know? This person says, "You don't need this torture device to go on a liquid diet. I did Slim Fast in the 90s and lost a ton of weight quickly. I also started vomiting, taking laxatives, and exercising obsessively. I put all the weight back on when I gave that up, but the damage it did is still with me." I mean, yeah, there's always like a bunch of routes you can go with this. There's the normal routes and, exercise, healthy diet, stuff like that. That's pretty much all you need, okay? Sure, you can get assistance from, I don't know, people around you and your doctor and stuff like that, and maybe if you really need it, medical assistance as well, but something like just clamping your mouth open is just really stupid. It's like something a cartoon character would develop. And honestly, putting on that device could probably have long-term consequences for you. I don't know, I feel like that would scar me for sure. And imagine you just wanna, I don't know how involuntary it is, like, imagine you just wanna open your mouth. I don't know. What happens if you want to, like, sneeze or cough? It just gets, I don't know, just stuck inside and, I don't know, blows up your organs, bro. I don't know. There could be so much garbage with this, dude. I think if you're going down this route, like, the next step would probably be quarantining a guy away from food for like 12 days so he just starves all of his fat off or something. Like, that's probably the next natural step. Like, okay, take away the mouth, take away the food. I mean, I feel like you really should have like some sense of shame when you're like a world-renowned researcher and this is the best you can come up with. A holistic solution to obesity that focuses on its socio-economic roots and promotes access, time and cost, etc. to a healthy, sustainable diet. Nope. let's bolt Fatty's mouth shut and put them on a forced juice cleanse. I mean, it's only the most efficient solution. Nothing you'd see in a torture camp, right? Okay, this guy just outright said it. This is torture, literal, factual torture. Every single person involved with this needs to face consequences, receive remedial ethics education, and never work in research again. I mean, yeah, the ethical component of this is just non-debatable. This is just messed up. Have you considered wiring the professor's fingers together so they can do less of this? Might actually be a good idea. I don't know. So I actually looked into it, and this was actually done before. So this is not the first time somebody thought of this, right? Like 50 years ago or something, they wired people's jaws together to, like, you know, achieve weight loss. But then what happened with these patients is that the second their mouth was opened again, and in the next couple months, they just gained all the weight back. So this is pretty much just wiring jaws shut again, and it's kind of proven that that doesn't work. First off, it literally looks like a torture device. Probably is. Second off, you know, if you want to get healthy, it's a definite lifestyle change, because you can monitor them for however long you want, even a couple years, and you can keep them fit, but that's just not going to work because they need to make a change within themselves, right? To exercise more, always eat healthy, right? Otherwise, the second these measures are just removed, whatever you're doing, right? Even wiring people's jaw shuts, it's like, it's just never gonna work. It's like you can't really force someone to do that when it's their entire life, right? Unless you're actively watching them their entire life. So I went and looked up what exactly was this, right? It's called Dental Slim Diet Control, and it's an intraoral device fitted by a dental professional to the upper and lower back teeth. It uses magnetic devices with unique custom manufactured locking bolts. It allows the wearer to open their mouths, but only 2 millimeters, restricting them to a liquid diet. But it allows free speech and doesn't restrict breathing. Okay, I busted out the scale, and I'm just looking at 2 millimeters right now, and yeah, that's not much, bro. I'm talking like right now, my jaw is moving way more than 2 millimeters, okay? I'm just saying. So when you say it allows free speech, I'm not sure how accurate that is, because right now, I mean, dude, 2 millimeters? No way. I'm moving my mouth a lot right now, okay? And I don't know, maybe it's consciously because I'm aware of it, but I don't know, man. What if I have to yawn? Like, come on. It's so creepy, and the fact that there's a bunch of dental professionals, like people who've got like degrees and got over all of this and is actually trying to like change the world behind this. I feel like you're changing it in the wrong way, okay? That's just me. Now you might be thinking, is this something they just, you know, randomly thought of and they're like, yeah, sure, we'll go with this, but apparently they conducted experiments and stuff. You know, they had participants actually try this. So what they're reporting, at least in the article, they say that these guys lost an average of 6.36 kilograms in 2 weeks and were motivated to continue with their weight loss journey. Now, honestly, I don't doubt that they lost 6 kilograms considering their, you know, mouths are completely shut and they can only have liquids. I mean, that's just natural, but, you know, I don't know if losing 6 kilograms in 2 weeks is healthy or something. Okay, maybe it is. I don't know. But at least in this manner, probably not. And the fact that you say they were motivated to continue with their weight loss journey, I mean, really, dude? You're telling me some dude who had his mouth clamped shut is motivated? Like, you've sucked the life out of them. What are you talking about? Okay, so pretty much this is the guy with this fancy product. Lead researcher, University of Otago Health Sciences Pro Vice Chancellor Professor Paul Brunton. Look at that title. Jesus Christ, the longer the title, the more demented. Says the device will be an effective, safe, and affordable tool for people battling obesity. What is it with people with the name Paul, man? Jake Paul, Logan Paul, Paul Brunton, bro. If your name is Paul, bro, you've just been dealt a bad hand. Goddamn. I feel like you're just making obese people depressed, like, oh, is this the only option I have now? Literally chomping my mouth shut. It is fitted by a dentist and can be released by the user in the case of an emergency and can be repeatedly fitted and removed. Okay, so okay, in the case of an emergency, I don't know what qualifies as an emergency. Like, actually, what would qualify as an emergency? They need to yawn, they need to talk a bit better, I don't know, they need to kiss their loved one. I feel like Mr. Paul here hasn't actually met an obese person ever in his life. life, he's just like, oh yeah, you know, this big guy, let's just shut their mouths. The main barrier for people for successful weight loss is compliance, and this helps them establish new habits, allowing them to comply with the low-calorie diet for a period of time. It really kickstarts the process. Like, okay, dude, I'll tell you what it's kicking their mental fortitude, dude. Anyone who puts this on, their egos is destroyed. Their ego's already probably in the Mariana Trench, and now it's like in the pits of hell. Now, I looked at the article, and there's two particular statements that stood out the most to me, and I thought I'd share it with you guys, right? It is a non-invasive, reversible, economical, and attractive alternative to surgical procedures. Is it now? The fact is, there are no adverse consequences with the device. You know, I'm kind of enjoying this. Let's do another audience exercise. Can we think of any adverse consequences this device could possibly have? I mean, I can't think of anything at all. Dude, imagine you disappear for like 2 weeks, somebody asks you, oh my god, what's the secret for losing all that weight? Oh yeah, I just wired my jaw shut. Wow, that must have been really hard. No, actually, I got to drink a bunch of juice. It was nice. Now, here's just a fun fact. A normal obese individual probably has a great affinity and love for food. So the fact that you're immediately taking all of that away from them with like no moderative steps to like reduce it and just immediately like snapping the twig there, that's just gonna be a very temporary solution, because is this something they're gonna endure for 2 weeks? They take it off and they're just gonna go back to the lifestyle again. As I said a bunch of times in this video, if you want to make a change, the answer is not advice, but it's a whole lifestyle thing, okay? You need to understand and enjoy eating healthier food and, you know, living a more active lifestyle. I feel like I'm talking to myself, but I'm not obese, but like, yeah, I still struggle with this stuff as well. I don't eat very healthy, and I don't move that much. And honestly, at first glance, some people might think that, okay, this is not really much of a problem, whatever. If people want to try it for a couple weeks, take it off, whatever, right? But honestly, I feel like devices like these are very like harmful to the overweight population, because honestly, like, there's literally like 2 billion adults worldwide who are overweight and like 600 million who are obese, okay? It's a freaking epidemic. And I think about 3 million people die every year of obesity, so it's like a really big deal. And about like 60% of the adult population will be overweight or obese by like 2030. At least that's what they're predicting. They already have to deal with so much, but imagine walking around with this, dude. How like soul crushing would it feel? I mean, they even mention it in the article. This guy says, in addition, psychological symptoms may be present, including embarrassment, depression, loss of self-esteem, and obese people may suffer eating disorders together with stigmatization and discrimination. I mean, if a kid goes around in class wearing that, of course he's gonna get picked on, dude. It's just a horrible solution. Like back in 1980s when they used to wire people's jaw shut, right? You know, some of the problems that came about with this is like vomiting, right? That's why they have the 2 millimeter gap or something, I don't know. Pretty much people would just like choke, right? And they would also develop like acute psychiatric conditions, because I don't know, bro, I haven't experienced having my jaw shut, but I feel like it messes you up. So there's a part in the article where they describe some of the experiences of people, and look at the word they use. Like, patients are given a tool to open the device in emergency, but none of the study participants needed to use it. While they all described the device as tolerable, the design has since been improved, making it smaller to improve functional comfort and aesthetic. So, I mean, if your device is described as tolerable, I mean, it's not really a good sign, is it? I know it's something meant to help you and it's not supposed to be comfortable, but tolerable, really? Overall, people felt better about themselves, they had more confidence, and they were committed to their weight loss journey. I mean, whatever, dude. It's hard yards. Patients who really want to do this have to be committed, but for those people who are really struggling, let's face it, that's millions of people around the world. This is a way of getting them back into a normal lifestyle diet habits by really pump priming the process. This could actually help a lot of people. I mean, honestly, what do you guys think? Let me know, because this guy is describing it as a world-changing device, but to me, it just seems like, bro, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm a boomer. Maybe I'm not welcome to change or something like that, but, that's just, it looks way too creepy to be good. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much it for the modern fat loss solution. Hope you guys did enjoy. Smash the like button if you did, subscribe if you're new. This was another crazy crazy thing I found on Twitter. So yeah, let me know if you enjoy these videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.